Welcome back. Happy Valentino Day. Yeah, it's Valentine's Day, and a great way to spend it with your Valentine than
Yeah, so romantic.
and smelling chemicals and sanding on the car. We got a lot of work done this week. It's Wednesday now. We didn't film much of it because, let's face it, you guys saw it all last week. It was
You
the
saw
same
the process.
stuff.
And if this is your first episode, you can go back and watch the episode before last and see the process of us stripping the front clip of the car and the products we used and the satisfaction. It was very satisfying, but it's been a long process.
Yeah, we discovered that if we use lacquer thinner, which a lot of you guys told us, lacquer thinner and a Scotch-Brite or abrasive pad, it's still a lot of work, but it does take that primer off. So Emily got the roof done, I got the quarters done. We've moved on now to the firewall. We have to finish that up today. But we also decided we are going to strip the entire interior of the car, including the trunk. So a lot of that's going to go on today. So this episode, I don't know when it's going to post, but we've decided to go ahead and take our time and post it whenever the car is exactly like we want it before primer goes on. So we're just going to keep working and show you guys what we're doing.
Yeah, we try to do weekly uploads for y'all, but when we started this project, we were like, we don't want to put deadlines on our work. We don't want to rush this. We want to enjoy the process. So we're just out here trying to find the balance of being present and enjoying the process, but also being cognizant of you guys are ready to see updates every week. So we're going to try and be fast with uploads, but we're also going to enjoy the process because this is an amazing car to work on. It's so clean. Like there's so little rust. There's so many areas of it where we're like, this is so nice. Like factory grommets still in place and things like that. So it's just been a joy to work on, and we just want to take our time. Like we said, it's a process for us that we're enjoying, and we're thankful y'all are here enjoying it with us. So let's get to work.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Like new. It's just amazing to me. Look at that.
Oh, it's
Those
so
are
good.
super rusty. I don't know how that works, but it definitely works. I mean, you can see like the factory grease that they put on the thing.
So cool.
Yeah, I mean, these were all rusted up. I want you guys to see why I'm tripping out so much. See that rusty bolt? We're gonna drop it in there, and tomorrow we'll pull it out and show you. Because it's pretty freaking surprising. It works so well.
Evaporust, it is really good stuff. We're calling it a day. We are pooped. And really, we don't feel like we got a ton done, but this firewall was intricate. There were a lot of angles, and most of it we had to do with a small wire brush.
Yep.
And the Scotch-Brite guys helped too, but it was just a lot. So we're pooped. The cowling looks good. Yeah, Aaron got a lot done inside the car too, actually. He got over this. He did this whole beautiful section.
I mean,
then he was
I
like-
worked till about 3 o'clock, and then I was like, I got to move on to something else, or I'm just going to want to go home. So I moved to the floorboard and chipped up some of the old seam sealer or whatever was in there, took the wires out, did some sanding, and it's coming together. It's got rust, but it's not the type you fall through. So we'll just keep sanding on it. And
It was a great day, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, I just got to the shop, and Aaron has been, of course, banging it out, getting rid of rust, just like it's his job.
it is my job. Yeah, Emily had a business meeting this morning, which I appreciate her taking care of because I just like to work. Yeah, I've been working on this floor. A lot of this rust is actually pretty deep in the floor pans. It's not thin enough where I want to replace it yet, but I did get away from the carbide bits and I moved to a wire wheel back here. So that seems to be working pretty good. We're going to put that coating down that converts the rust over to the whatever it converts it to, iron phosphate, and then we'll put our primer over top of that. So I'm trying to get this knocked out. Emily's going to get the dash knocked out. We're going to strip the paint off of it. There's Bondo in it. I don't know why. It looks fine, but they have Bondo in it for some reason. So we're going to get that stuff out of there. I've already put some juice on the trunk, so it's starting to melt internally, get that paint off. We're just going to work. We're trying to get this thing primed by at least Friday. Today's Thursday. So
That's pretty ambitious.
yeah, it is ambitious, but for once in our life, we're not going to cut corners. We're just going to keep working until it's the way we want it. And then we'll get primer down.
Yeah, it's just work. And
Just
enjoy the
work.
process, most
Yeah.
importantly.
Yep. So I'm going to throw my earbuds in and get back to work.
Perfect. I'm gonna set this camera up. I don't know if we'll do a time lapse of this or just like shots as I go, but yeah, let's get some work done. Less words,
will
more
see.
work.
That's all right.
Heck yeah. It's noon, and we're just now getting to work. The church
Yeah.
bells play at noon. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but we have an old Presbyterian church like 3 blocks away. And at noon and 5 p.m., the church bells play, and we love them. But yeah, it's noon, and we're getting to work right now. But it was a special day. It is a special day because it's my birthday.
That's right.
So we slept in and we had like relaxing morning coffee and reading time and didn't rush ourselves to get here.
Mm-hmm.
But we're glad to be here now. And this is what I get for my birthday, is continuing to build our dreams.
All right.
And the dream is in the form of a 57 Chevy. And we
Yeah.
love that. Very grateful. I'm 37 today. Aaron's gonna be 40 this year.
In May, I'll be 40 years old.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy awesome. We're grateful. And we're just kids.
Yeah,
We're
of course.
still just
Yeah.
kids. learning, making mistakes, growing from them. It's good stuff. We're very grateful.
Yep.
So one of the things that we've been reading in comments on these episodes on this car is people are interested in how much money we're spending to do this job. So we made some calculations this morning over coffee, and we're excited to share them with y'all because we, being YouTubers and having partnerships and all that good stuff comes with a lot of free parts and a lot of getting stuff for cheap or free. And that is an amazing benefit and something that we've worked so hard to achieve. But with this car, we've bought everything. There's a certain amount of work that goes along with getting something for free. And
it's what she's saying, it's not free. We're exchanging our service for their parts.
Yes. And for this, we've just been like, let's just go buy the stuff we need and get to work and not have to worry about all the extra work that it takes to earn those free parts.
Yep.
So we've got numbers for y'all.
All right, so stripper, we bought 4 cans of it at $55 a can. Sanding pads, I'm talking about those little abrasive discs that I have on the angle grinder and on the die grinder. We spent $40 on those so far. Wire brushes, those little tiny brass wire brushes, we spent $25. Paper towels, we've been through 4 rolls, that's $20. Paint thinner, we bought 2 cans, that's $50. Tractor Supply had them for $25 a piece, so that was a good deal, I thought. The Scotch-Brite pads, or whatever you want to call them, we spent about $30 on those. We've used like 10 of them so far. And the plastic to mask off the floor and stuff like that and to lay over, that's about $40 so far. So what was our total number? We were at like 400 and...
Yeah, $415.
$415. So $415 to take a car from the way it was sitting out in the yard to pristine metal. It's been a lot of work. We've got about
9 days.
9 days, and that's about 8 hours a day working on it pretty consistently. We have to take some breaks because we're waiting on the stuff to melt the paint and stuff like that. But pretty well, it's been a lot of work. And I've seen a lot of questions about why don't we just dip the whole car? Well, we tried, and the soonest we could get it in was the end of April, and it was going to be between $1,500 and $2,000. So in that whole time, see, we make our money making videos, so we get no benefit out of dropping it off and having it dipped. So we made the choice to stay here, spend the $500 instead of $2,000, and just put in the labor and make videos for you guys while we were doing it. Another perk to that is I think it's more relatable. It's something you guys can do in your own garage. If you don't have a trailer to put a body on a trailer and then have a way to unload it and all that, that all just gets confusing. So that's why we chose to do it this way. Yes, it's more work, but it's cheaper. And the other thing I like is if I was still working a full-time job, which we did for 8 of the however many years that we've been building this, a lot of the years that we were building this channel, we were working full-time jobs and doing this at night. So if I were that person again, I would appreciate that I can go spend $50 on stripper and do a fender over a weekend or do a hood over a weekend and just slowly do the job. And that's what we wanted to show you guys, because I think that's how a lot of people would do it.
And we like doing things ourselves, as y'all know. Even if we're not professionals, even though we're not professionals, you can still do a good job with some persistence and good old-fashioned hard labor. And that's really something that we get our kicks off of, just doing things ourselves. Another thing that people have said is, why didn't you sandblast it or media blast it or all those different things? And upon our research, those require a lot of fancy tools. Buying a sandblaster, buying media blaster, all the different things that are involved with doing it that way. And Aaron said that it's not quite as good on the surface of the metal that you're going to paint.
Yeah, if you're using sand, you're going to texture it, which we don't want. If you're using media or something like that, I've never done it. Some people say pecan shells. I didn't want to buy the equipment, and honestly, I hate sandblasting. It's not fun. And why didn't we pay someone to come do it? Again, it's timing. I didn't want to wait on them. I just wanted to get it done.
And we want to do it ourselves. So,
yeah.
And we want to inspire y'all to do the same.
And here's another thing that most people won't think about, and I didn't think about until we got into it. It's kind of an analogy. Like when I clean my airplane, I do it by hand. The reason is I get to see every surface on it. So if there's a hairline crack or a rivet that's loosened up, I notice it. I see it. That's actually part of the annual. The person's supposed to hand wash it so they see every piece of the airplane. With this, where we're stripping it, we're very close and personal with it, so we're seeing every imperfection. And we're creating maps in our brain. If it just came back and was stripped, there's a lot of areas that look pretty good that we may not know that there's a dent there until we get into guide code and stuff like that. But the way it is now, like, we pretty well know where all the damage is and what we're in for.
Overall, we're just really excited to have done it ourselves. It may be imperfect in ways because we're not professionals, but at the same time, for us, it's not a show car. It's a car to be used and enjoyed and have a sense of pride in. And I think when I meet people that have done something themselves, I have the utmost respect for that person. So that's who I strive to be and who we strive to be in our builds. So as y'all know, we do a lot of things just as we can afford or as we have time to do. And so our projects are always ongoing. There's always things that can be upgraded and tended to, but we like it like that. Like if we were to just finish a car and just like consider it done, then what's the joy in that? Like it's an ongoing thing, just like our own people, our own characters. Like you never have enough church or you never have enough growth. It's like you're a constant changing, dynamic individual, and that's the way we think about our builds. Is they're constant and they're changing, and we go on a road trip and we make lists of things like, hey, this would be great to change, let's do an overdrive. Like when we're on the highway, we want some, more speed, less RPM. It's like they're ever changing, and that's the beauty in it for us. So
yeah, and a position I've taken is I like adding value to my life. What I mean by that is I like becoming more and more valuable all the time. And so there are certain things that we could hire out, like having it dipped or sandblasted. But I like challenging myself to learn stuff so that then I can add more value, not only to Flying Sparks, but to other people as well, whether it be knowledge or actually going to their shop and giving them a helping hand. It's just nice to be able to do things.
absolutely. It's very special. And we're so thankful y'all are here with us on this process. And anybody that ever messages me and says, I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel or I'm considering it, I am always encouraging of it because it is an awesome thing to do. If you have a passion for something or you just want to document something, freaking do it. It's a lot of work and you'll find that out, but you'll also find out how bad you want it. And
those are the right
reap
reasons.
what you sow.
She mentioned the right reasons to do it. If you're passionate about it and if you want to document it. If you look at YouTube as, wow, a lot of these people are getting rich, you're looking at it for the wrong reason. That's not why we do it. The money is a benefit. The money will come, but for us it was 6 or 7 years before it came. And we're certainly not rich yet. We're just making a living doing this. After, 9 years?
Yeah, next month will be 9 years.
We're making a pretty good, comfortable living at it.
And we're grateful for it. And I think it's time to get to work.
I think it is time to get to work. This is going to be a long episode. You guys probably know that by now because you clicked on it, but it's going to be good.
It's an adventure. We like it.
Yep.
Very, very grateful.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
Let's get some stuff did.
I'm your birthday girl.
I know.
All day.
Uh-huh.
All right, I guess I'm going to resume my work on the dash.
Yep. I'm giving you the gift of accomplishment, the opportunity to accomplish stuff.
I know, I'm accepting that gift with vigor.
Yeah.
So before we get to work, Aaron wanted to go over to the bucket.
Yeah, I remembered we put these in there.
He put a couple pieces of trim in here. Was this yesterday or the day before?
Day before.
Day before yesterday.
So it's been about 32 hours probably.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool, dude. People are going to say, you're putting your finger in that stuff?
Yes, I am.
And these are the deets on it. Water soluble, pH neutral, reusable, biodegradable, non-toxic, and non-corrosive, ready to use. It's really like quite safe stuff. It's so interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's heavy duty enough to melt rust, but.
Mm-hmm. Look at that.
Dude, that's so cool.
Isn't that cool? So all those pieces over there we have are going in here.
Yep. More bolts.
So here's the fun part. Remember how rusty these bolts were? Look at that. It's like new now.
So neat.
That is cool. So any bolt we take off, we're just throwing in here, letting them soak. Because I can't see any reason to buy new ones when these are probably better quality.
It was a mostly productive day. I was on my phone a lot because I was like answering text messages, and we went live on YouTube, and I was enjoying reading all the comments. So how funny, the church bells. I was literally getting ready to say it's 5 o'clock, and there's the 5 o'clock church bells. And we're calling it a night. Aaron is going to make me a birthday dinner.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do lobster, if I can find it. We live in a small town, so we're gonna try some steaks, some Brussels sprouts,
My favorite.
and whatever else she wants. We'll
Mushrooms,
see. Mushrooms.
garlic, roasted garlic.
Yeah.
He cuts the top off of garlic and then roasts it in the cloves, and then you just, when it's all baked and soft, you can just squeeze the garlic out onto. I love food, and
Yep.
this dude can kill it in the kitchen. So some of y'all are aware of that. But we are gonna call it a night, and I did the door frames where the door seals go, and Aaron worked on these taillight housing area and the fenders, and it's
Yeah.
looking really, really good.
Yeah, it is. Every day we think, how we're going to put primer on it tomorrow, but we're not. We're just going to keep working
It's
until
gonna
it's
be
right.
another 3 days. It has to be.
Yeah.
It's just tedious work, and we're not rushing, so.
Yeah. You? think
I
your-
know
Your glove
these-
blew out on those fingers.
I was gonna go like this with just this. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. See y'all tomorrow. It's a new day, and I have missed being in the shop for like 3 days now because I had a birthday and I was like celebrating with the girls, and Aaron just kept on being a badass here in the shop. I mean, he got the underside of the hood, both the fenders, undersides of the fenders. He has done amazing, and you did the doors as well. I had
Yeah,
stripped the doors down, but you finished them out.
Yeah, so on the side you'll see, I did 80 grit on it and took all the other primer and stuff like that off. And then I started the stripping process. Emily's gonna finish that for us today. I did the floors, finished sanding in there, and then I used that rust encapsulator on it. We're not real sure what product we're gonna put on that, but we know it's probably gonna be something of texture, some kind of sound deadener or something like that. So at least I got the rust encapsulated. So Yeah, we're ready to move on, get those doors cleaned up, acid wash all this stuff, and then start laying primer down, which is amazing because once we started this process, we didn't realize it was going to take like 2 weeks, but we've been hammering at it every single day just to try to get it in prime. So maybe today's the day, maybe tomorrow, we'll see, but we're just going to get busy and have some fun.
Yep, that's the plan. I'm going to go out in the yard. That's where the 2 doors are, and I'm going to be doing the edge of them. What are you going to work on?
I got a cup of coffee over there.
Oh, got it.
So I'm gonna work on that.
Okay.
What she's gonna do is, basically I stripped it 3 times yesterday, and now it's just kind of gooey on there. So she's gonna take lacquer thinner and a Scotch-Brite, or whatever you call those things, and just try to get that residue off. That way we can move to the next step.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Enjoy your work day. I'm going to drink coffee. So Emily's going to work on those doors, but let me show you what I did yesterday to get ready for today. So what you just saw me do was use Summit's rust converter. We're going to acid wash the outside of the car to prevent any rust or to remove any contaminants. But what I was learning is you have to wash that stuff off. And so on the inside of the car, I was really concerned about that acid getting in areas that I can't get to wash it off, and then that creating an area where maybe the paint would lift and rust would come back through. So I use this stuff. It's supposed to convert the current rust to a paintable metal. I did sand all this. I wire brushed it, and then I used those little pads to grind anything off I could. Some of the areas, I just couldn't get it all off. If I kept grinding, I was going to grind through the car. So I decided to convert it. It's going to be under the carpet. We're not going to see it, but it'll make me feel better that there's not going to be any rust in here. So that's that. We may also do the underside of the hood and the underside of the fenders with this stuff for the same reason. We don't want that acid getting up in the cracks and stuff. Just save the acid for the flat panels where it's going to be really bright and pretty outside. So,
guys, we are closing in on this. This is so awesome. I only have this small little section to touch up, but this door is done and the other door is done. And Aaron ran to go to the store to get, what did he go to get? A new air blower nozzle gun thing because I broke ours somehow. It dropped on the floor and the handle broke off, so it was old, he said. He said it was on its last leg, so that was comforting. I'm getting ready to wrap this up, and then I think we're going to spray some of the rust encapsulator spray on the inside of the fenders. He's already done the underside of the hood and of course the floorboards, so all is well. We're making progress. That's the goal. I have to go get my mask. Yeah. Looks so good. Oh my gosh, y'all. Happy Optimus Prime Day, babe. It's the big day. And we have a kid.
Yeah, me.
Everybody loves the kid. And the Abby and the Kathy. The mom. Wait, we should leave that open. Airflow. Yes. Okay, my first mission this morning is to move Roxy so that I can roll that chassis out of the shop and clear it so we can get these panels all set and ready to paint. We have a little bit more prep work to do on the hood and on the fenders with that DA, but that is our next mission. Once I get all these set up, then we will start on that. Okay, help me flip this hood over.
Okay. Like just
We're going to flipperoo.
way. Oh, like.
Does that work for you? So the kid and I are getting suited up. We've got masks on. We're going to teach her how to use the DA sander. This morning, her hands are going to be feeling like there's bugs crawling under the skin. It vibrates you so much. Okay, I guess you can start on this fender. Or should we start her on this one, Aaron? It's a little straighter.
Yeah, probably the one up front.
Well, you said you were going to walk around with the camera,
Yeah,
so.
I'll get detailed, but
Okay.
the rig's all set up. I just laid your paper out, one per panel to make it easier on you.
Nice. Baby, you took care.
That's what I do.
I know. You're so good.
I think about everything.
You do.
That's my biggest asset and biggest challenge.
Right? Okay, so you'll see some areas are, yes. You see some areas are already pretty shiny. What we're looking for is, see this kind of texture right here? It's some of that red primer still on there.
That's what we're looking for.
How do you feel about that? It looks beautiful. So,
When you
wear
get
gloves?
to a corner like this, you're going to want to be on that edge a little bit.
Yeah.
And just get as close as you can. It won't get all the way in there.
Did you see how I kind of used the end to
Yeah,
kind
that
of?
looks more effective.
Yes, it was more effective. And then I go flat just to kind of get it all over.
You'll get a feel of it real quickly.
Yep.
There's really not a right or wrong way at this stage.
And you can't mess it up either. Like it's not like
Sure.
it's not like paint where you're gonna burn through or whatever. This isn't aggressive enough to do anything bad to this metal. Is that correct, Aaron?
That's right at this phase.
So like just you can use pressure and rough it up. Nice catch.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think we should use latex gloves, Aaron, or just like real gloves to add
Latex,
some?
because those are going to have oil all over them.
Okay, got it. Juan? Welcome. Tool. It'll intimidate you whenever it starts like going.
Oh gosh.
But don't stress out.
How do you turn it on?
This. But you'll use the palm of your hand to kind of go like that, and then you'll hold right here,
Okay.
and that's how you'll guide it. And sometimes I'll hold right here with this hand to kind of like give me another grip. Like you can hold right here. Yep. You want to give it a shot?
Oh no. Okay.
You got this, dude.
Okay. I'm scared.
It's okay to be scared.
Wait. Should I start off flat and then do this?
Yeah, I like to start off flat and kind of go around, and then
I was
it's
doing
just
that.
it's just air a little bit. Just align it and then stick it.
Align it.
Yeah, try and like, yeah, just kind of, it's Velcro, so, and then just kind of, yeah. Okay, the kid and I have protection gear. What? I'm the only one mic'd up, so you'd have to talk to my chest.
Hello.
We're gonna wipe our panels down with wax and grease remover, and then the acid wash metal prep stuff, and it's gonna be freaking awesome. These are for that metal prep stuff.
My neck is itchy.
I know if your nose itches, you are out of luck. You gotta itch it with voodoo magic. Okay.
Wait, can I wipe it? No, wait.
What?
Oh, yes, that, not that.
Okay, I'm gonna just douse our rags and then we can wipe.
Wow. Wow.
Ooh.
Mine's not moving. It's not moving.
You alright, bro?
No. It's so clean.
It looks so pretty.
I can smell it. Can you still smell it?
Yeah. But imagine if we didn't have our masks on. Alright, look at all the junk we got off. Yeah,
Did you do this part?
I did, but you can go back over it. Go ahead, get to wiping. Woohoo!
Put it on the floor.
You did beautiful on this fender. It looks so good.
This is high five. High five.
Yeah, the angles are hard. Gorgeous. Wow. This is exciting.
Yes.
We've got our acid. Erin told us to do a small section, so I'm gonna do this section, she's gonna do that section. And I'm gonna spray it, see how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna come over here and spray it so it doesn't get you up. Okay, let's give it a shot.
Wait, how will we know again?
Yeah, are we supposed to see a difference in the texture, Erin?
Yeah, it kind of gets light.
Okay. Want some more, kid?
I have a lot.
Yeah, you do. I don't know why I didn't end up with that much.
You just sprayed a bunch right here.
It's like,
I don't see a difference.
it's interesting. I can kind of see some texture to the liquid on top, like it's kind of pulling impurities.
Yeah, that's what it does. When you wash those off the paper towel.
I don't see the metal looking brighter,
Section
but
here that's not been.
you better get on it.
That's your half. I did this.
Okay,
Ready?
ready.
Do the same time. Go.
Yeah, it does look smoother.
Yeah,
Did
my
get a lot
towel's
of
really
junk
dirty.
off. It looks good.
It does. I can't smell anything. I'm so happy.
I'm gonna kind of get yours started to sit.
I only have 3 fingers. What is going on? Did you spray over here?
You rolling, Erin? We realized on our first little patch panel there that the kid was not wearing her eye protection. So sorry, y'all. Thankfully, nothing splashed into her eyeball. She's safe,
I am okay.
but we caught it.
Yeah, we did.
We try to do good PPE, personal protection equipment.
There's some on my arm.
Uh-oh, get Erin to wipe it off for you.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Stuck it in my arm again. My nose is sweaty. Someone's jamming out.
Motorcycle. No helmet.
No surprise there.
Good luck out there, buddy.
Wow, this is dirty.
Wow. All right. Time to wipe.
Yep. We need new ones, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
No, I
Had a
thought
curve
you
to
needed
it.
No, I can't wipe this with this anymore, right? I might need another one. Can't believe there's only one panel. It's only one thing. I'm sweaty under this thing.
Yep.
Why does it make it feel so much hotter in here? Why does this make everything hot?
Because you're breathing your own air. That sucks.
I'm getting another one.
Yeah.
Yes!
I could use another one too, please.
Okay, here's yours. Oh, I thought you made it.
Yeah.
Do an extra.
This looks gorgeous.
Does look good. Which panel are we doing next?
I guess let's do this one. It's close.
Darn it.
It's really funny because you take your finger off the throttle and it's still spraying and you're like, what's going on?
And then you try to push it back up and it doesn't work. Well, that's acid on the floor.
Acid is melting this fender. Get it? Acid.
I said,
Acid is melting the junk off this fender.
yeah. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going out here to take this off.
So we are well aware that you guys enjoy when we show you our mistakes and when we learn stuff. And hopefully we can learn stuff in this scenario because we did figure something out that we don't like. Once we wipe this down with water, or after you do the acid wash stuff, you're supposed to wipe it down with water to clean the acid off. It did this crazy yellowing. And we were not a fan. We were like, what is going on? And so we started messing with it.
Yeah, it looks like, I've read the text sheet on it and I've also read on the bottle. And there's only two things that we could have done wrong. One is putting it on with the Scotch-Brite. So if we eliminate that and just soak it good with a rag, spray it on there. And then it says to wipe it off with a clean rag and let it completely dry before you try to wash it off with water. So I think today what we're gonna do is recoat everything and just wipe it off with a rag, let it sit overnight, come in tomorrow where it's completely dry, and then try to wash it off with the water. I think that's our next step.
So hopefully that will eliminate this yellowing. It's not rust, but it just looks gross and not beautiful. We sprayed the front of the hood back down with acid to see if it would clear up. Let me turn the little light on. And it looks good again. So that yellowing comes right back off, just like the front of the hood portion that you're seeing here that we just sprayed the acid back on. So that's what we're gonna do to the rest of this hood. And then I guess we're gonna re-soak the fenders.
Yeah, we might as well jump on the car, do the whole car,
Yeah.
and just let it sit overnight. Come in tomorrow and then we'll wash it off with the water.
And
See how it does.
hopefully letting it dry overnight keeps that from yellowing.
Yeah, and I may make a call to Summit as well. That may be a paintable surface, I don't know. But to me, it looks like rust is starting to creep back through, so we don't want that. Then we're gonna do it just like the can says and try it again tomorrow.
Do I go behind?
No, wait.
Or
Yep, that yellow is gone. That's awesome. Okay, we brought the doors in and I'm cleaning up a little bit with some thinner and we're spraying the doors down with the acid. So when we put water on it, it was still kind of looking like this. Like we had wiped it down, but it still sort of looked like this. It looked pretty. But we've let these panels sit for quite a while now. And wow, that acid is like dry and chalky on there. So we're hoping, see, like this is still a kind of damp area where it's sort of reflective and pretty. And like, look, here's some wet area versus dry area. How interesting is that? So we're hoping that because we did the water on it when it looked like this and not like this, that was the problem. So we're gonna let these panels sit overnight and hopefully they'll be dry enough for water in the morning. The kid was just saying that there was a difference in the way she dried the panels from the first time to the second time. So elaborate on that.
Okay, so the last time we did it, we did a few circles, and then we're like, okay, it's good enough. It wasn't showing any dryness at all. There was no it didn't turn white or anything. And when I did it, I dried it until it didn't even look wet at all.
And you used multiple towels until
a lot, and I wish they were still on the floor so you could see all of them.
But
yes.
Yeah, so when we first dried it, our towels were still kind of wet with the acid stuff.
And we just smeared it all over it again so it didn't get any
And then
drier.
you went back with so many towels.
So at the end, when I knew it was done, what I would look for is where the towel would come out completely dry. Like I would wipe and wipe and wipe all over the panel, and then I'd look at it and it would not be wet whatsoever, not even a little bit speckle of wet. So that's what I'd look for, and then I'd move on to the next one. But this one, the one closest, that one.
The closest fender.
The closest fender. It was almost already dry when I got to it, so it was kind of sticky. So that's why there's more wet splotches all over it than the other ones, because I dried it when it was a little more wet.
So that's probably another reason these turned around so quick, is because she got them so dry before she walked away. She used rag after rag to make sure that they were super dry. And then the dryness really happened fast. The chalkiness, except for on that part. That'll be chalky in the morning, I bet. This is fun to learn about these different products. We've done bodywork in the past, but we've not ever done this product, the metal prep. We've never sanded anything down to bare metal, but this is really cool to learn about. And so if you guys are using this product, hopefully you can learn from our learning. That would be ideal. So we're going to leave these panels and let them dry overnight. We're not going to do the rest of the car right now. We're going to kind of do some test panels and make sure that this is going to work the way we want it to. And then, we'll see y'all in the morning. We started yesterday off thinking that it was going to be paint day or prime day, but it was not. And that's how it goes sometimes. We have a nice chalky texture on most of these panels, and we think that indicates dryness and readiness for water.
Yeah, we think that with it sitting overnight, I don't have a mic, she has a mic.
We only have 2 transmitters, and so I told Aaron that he's not going to be mic'd up. So, but I don't think you have to talk to my chest, my love. I think just being near us.
Yeah. So we think that it cured overnight. I tested a little tiny piece and we didn't get rust back through it. So we're going to start the day off by washing this stuff with water. And then if that works, we're going to move on to the car, put the acid on it, let it sit while we're priming all this stuff. So hopefully things go well. We've got the paint day anxiety going on. It's are all the chemicals going to talk to each other? But we're excited.
I think it's going to be awesome. I just really hope that doesn't do the crazy thing that it did yesterday on the hood. But we'll see. Let's check it out. Moment of truth. We have a section right here on the hood that kind of doesn't have that chalkiness, and I don't know why.
But those don't have chalkiness either.
Right.
And
The
that's
doors.
smooth, and this is very chalky.
Okay.
Oh,
My tip is in Mr. mode. There we go.
now what?
Tie.
Nice and covered.
How's it looking?
Looks good so far.
It's wet.
Looks wet. Are we all gonna go after it?
Let's do it, dude. It's like we activated the acid smell.
I do not smell it.
It's very faint.
Should we have?
Oh, we should have gloves on.
Oh.
I'm already getting the yellow.
No way, dude.
What? No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're wrong.
That has to be inaccurate.
It smells bad.
smell anything. I've got allergies.
Yeah.
Dude, put a glove on, handsome.
You can smell and taste it though sometimes.
I'm gonna lock
Wine
the
glove?
chemicals in my glove.
Yeah, it's true.
Kind of already.
We were just so eager.
No, why is
Are
it
you
doing
freaking
it?
kidding me, dude? Why?
Is it our wipes?
No.
Are they not clean enough?
Maybe it's just supposed to do this.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
All right.
Grr.
It's just not gorgeous, and
Ready.
that bums me out.
Yeah.
You want another glove kit, or
Wait,
you just
who
want
did this? No one did this. No one liked
It's probably
it.
just the water sitting on it.
So are we not wiping fast enough?
No, you're doing fine. I'm gonna call Summit.
So Aaron
is
said for
yellow.
us to use the surface wash, this stuff over here, instead of water, and try that on one of these panels if you want to try that, kid.
Okay.
Fun fact, the kid is homeschooled. And this week in Flying Sparks Garage, it was chemistry class.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
We learn stuff. Can't take no for an answer, just got to keep persisting, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Aaron's ready. Go ahead, lover. Do it.
Gear on, Emily.
Crazy how that yellowing just goes right away. Okay, let that dry now. Well, let it sit for a little bit and then wipe it. And on to wiping these panels off.
Oh, sorry, Ann. We're almost done. My rug's hardly wet this time around. We are done.
I think we're done.
Me too.
Somebody said to turn this upside down and it won't chug. I'm gonna try it.
It's like an oil can, oil bottle, because it pours from the smooth part
Oh,
of
you
the fluid.
genius people in our comment section.
Right? They're brilliant, babe.
My life has just changed.
Yep. Amazing.
It didn't even spill.
No.
It's counterintuitive, and it's kind of like the oil can thing, like
It feels
where the
awkward,
spout
but
is.
That worked.
You want to pour it, flip it over, but it feels weird to do it for the first time, but it's effective.
That is effective.
Be mature. Okay. We have a new bottle, W&G, for wax and grease remover.
And marquee remover.
Oh. Okay. Nice. She's actually our niece, if you aren't aware. She's not my sister or my daughter.
That would be funny. I'm crazy.
She is my sister's daughter.
Yeah.
We are Aunt and Uncle Emmy and Aaron. And we love it. Yay! Time for lunch.
Yes. Lunch break time.
All right, lunch was delish.
Mm-hmm. It's starting to dry in some areas.
Good. Looking
Yeah.
good.
So I think probably the next thing we should do is clean up the mess and then flip all these over so we can start putting paint on them. We also need to cover those two cars or either pull them out, depending on what we want to do. And mix up some paint, put it in the gun, and see what happens.
Okay. This one hasn't been waxed.
Right.
Yet.
Yeah.
Grease removed.
Yeah, you're right. We'll do the doors the fenders, and then we'll come to this one later.
Okay.
Yep, that's the part we're gonna paint. All right, can we do these?
Oh gosh. It just scared me. It wasn't anything wrong. It just frightened me quite a lot.
Yeah. So we'll sand on this some, get it prepped.
Okay.
Yeah,
Should we flip it the other way?
Yeah, she's gonna want it to be that way.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I squeezed you up against the car.
All good. They prefer it to be 70, which is pretty much what it is outside.
Yeah.
Apply primer in 1 to 2 medium coats or until desired film build is achieved. Allow at least 30 minutes between coats. Yeah,
Cool.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
Go over with
I'm
it.
confused. The bottom. Okay.
Yeah, let's go over like this.
Can I step on this? Hopefully.
Yeah, it may slide though, so just be aware of it. So I think
made
you're gonna have to walk down that side because I can't get to the back.
Well,
I'm at
that's
the
a flat
edge of the
tire.
lift.
Okay. I can do it. You might want to correct some stuff over there when you walk back.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. I am. Okay.
Kind of dirty up here.
Yeah. Should I shimmy? I probably shouldn't. Can you reach it?
Yeah, I can get it.
Okay. Okay.
Nicely done.
Cool. I don't know how I'm gonna get. This is a
The
very
world's worst ladder.
right.
It's an antique.
It is an antique. It's just like,
We love sketchy old cars and sketchy old ladders.
oh, they're the best.
We're about to mix some paint up, and this kid is about to start spraying stuff. I need to put a disclaimer in here though. What I'm about to show her is stuff I've either read on the can, experienced in life, or watched in a video. So do your own research. I'm just teaching her what I know. Maybe wrong, maybe right, but that's what she's got. So that's what she's getting. So what we're gonna do, this calls for a 1-to-1 ratio. So we have our little scale on the side of our cup here that's 1-to-1. So we're gonna fill up to the 5 on this side with paint, and then we'll top it off up to the 5 on this side with the epoxy catalyst. So we'll get that mixed up. We're gonna mix our paint. I'm gonna stir it up some, and then we're gonna go over this because also on the can it says to, I don't have the can here with me, but there's a surface wash that Summit makes. It suggests your final step be wiped off of that. So we're gonna do that. Then we'll pour it in the gun, then we'll get spraying. So let's do this. That is thick stuff. Okay, so now we're going to take it up to the next 5. Pretty good to me. Surprised that stuff's brown.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
That should thin it out quite a bit too.
Quite a bit.
So this primer was super thick when we opened it a minute ago. It was like, oh, what would you call it? It was thick, goopy, like pudding.
Yeah.
Like Greek yogurt?
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
smelled
okay.
different.
Yeah, that's gonna thin it out a lot.
Yep, which is what we want.
Probably gonna take a minute to mix it all in.
Uh-huh.
You should have poured it the other way in. There you go. You what? I want to try it.
Plentiful.
I'm pouring that stuff out like I'm paying for it. All right, hold this for me, please. So we have a filter down inside here. In case you're wondering, yes, we put one in there. There we go. It's Gotta get heavier.
Okay.
Cool.
Trying to keep it really still.
All right, now we can set it back on here if we want. Oh, it's a little bit heavy for that stand. Stay.
Stick.
Well, how do you get into it?
Zipper?
Yeah.
These are some high class. I didn't know what I was expecting, really. Gosh.
Oh, it's even got shoes.
I mean, we're kind of past that. Our shoes are all good now. You want this one to be yours? Okay. It's probably going to be too big. I'm
Well,
going to be extra hot.
what the heck do you want, kid? Kids aren't supposed to be painting cars. You're ahead of the game.
This one is.
When you get grown up, you can make suits for kids.
Yeah. Be like.
Bring back child labor.
Something happened to mine. Oh, is that? It's the end. Don't worry about me. An extra large.
Aaron is ready. He's the marshmallow man.
We're gonna be marshmallow men. Why is the foothold not working?
Good, nice and warm.
Tell the people what you told me whenever you told me you got these suits.
I don't know what I told you.
You said, I got 3 paint suits, and they have hoods to protect your hair.
Oh yeah, I was worried about her hair.
That's because he loves you.
Yeah, I know.
This stuff, especially epoxy primer, from what I understand, is very sticky. I've experienced it with clear coat, like your hair just stands up until it wears off.
No.
So that's why we have suits on. Get that look off your face, woman.
That would be so sad. I would be very sad. My head.
Get your mask on the outside.
Yeah.
I was gonna thank you. Extra lot. I hope I didn't just go away.
This has got to last you the whole paint job, so scream carefully.
Yeah, new one's like $20. $17. All
I
right.
broke a sweat just trying to put this marshmallow thing. Look how. Ready? Here's a full look. Aw, man. What's happening?
It looks like a stone head.
Ready? Alright, I need some water.
I'm just going to work some of the edges, and you'll be able to spray the middle part.
Okay. Oh no!
Okay, hold on. So pull it halfway down. Okay, now you feel that? You pull it back till you feel it hit something else. Right there. That's going to let your paint in. So when you go to stop, when you're spraying, you'll want it to do that air thing. So it's going to be like you're spraying, and you let off enough till you get the air again.
Gotcha.
What you try to do is keep this the same distance away from the panel at all times.
Okay.
And when you're spraying, don't let the gun kick out like that. Keep it straight.
Okay.
Man,
Oh, goodness.
we're gonna have to get a gun. This thing's awful. So yeah, so this center part that I haven't got, just take it easy and work on that. Yep, that's it. Yep, I will get you a little bit closer. Hold your hose like back here,
Okay.
and then use your arms to reach.
Like that.
Yep, work to any part you want.
Start right here. Okay.
Get a little bit closer.
Like here.
Yep, that's about right. Yep, looking good. Cool. Now go down here and do another pass.
Okay.
Yep,
Like that. Ah.
yep, it's doing good. Yep, that's looking good. Yep,
Like that.
yep.
Better.
That might have been a little much, but
Okay.
just keep going. There you go.
I can't move that fast.
I know. Good.
Good?
Yep. Do another pass on the pot. Bottom or top, whichever you want.
Okay. I tried to go as straight as possible.
Yep. Looks
I
good to me.
missed that middle. Should I try
Yep,
that
get it.
again? Good?
Yep. This thing is annoying.
I know.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we've got white panels, at least the underside of them, and they look so awesome.
They do. So great.
So what are we moving on to next, Aaron?
So we're going to move on, getting that acid off the main part of the car, the dash, the inside, and we'll shoot some primer on that. We've had some issues, not a lot. We got a little bit of fisheye underneath the hood. It's an imperfect area. It's also going to have matting on it, so I'm not worried about it. The main thing was just learn about this paint and what's it going to react to. And that went really well. I'm happy with that. And just going to keep rocking and rolling.
You did amazing learning.
Thank you.
So fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to learn new skills. Right now, the kid has to go because her friend Jax just walked home from school and he's at her house and she's going to go hang out with him. And then she has a volleyball practice and soccer practice tonight. She's quite the athlete. And so, yeah, Aaron and I are going to keep working on the body. We're getting ready to prep the surface for more primer over there. So it's been such a good day. We're just going to keep working. But telling the kid bye until tomorrow.
Yep.
She got her paycheck. She's out.
After we said our goodbyes to the kid, we moved over to making sure that all of that acid was off of the body of the car. We used the wax and grease remover, and then it was time to move on to the surface wash. And then on to priming it. Bills are playing, babe. It's 5 o'clock.
All right.
It is looking so gorgeous.
Yeah, it's some areas it's textured. Got some sag in some areas, but that's all right.
It's so good.
Haven't done this in a few years, so getting back in the groove.
It looks amazing.
Cool. Now it's time to do the fenders and doors and hood.
Getting the bottom of this window frame, I kept touching the thing to it. I didn't even know it. Lovely. Okay. What a successful day we had. And this is an awesome episode because we went from a bare metal car and now everything is fully primed. No rust is happening anymore on that car. We still have the belly to do, but dang, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it's been a long process. If you've made it to this point of the video, you know it's a pretty long video. But you know, we couldn't find a good place to break, so we just did it all. And we're excited to have it in this stage. We can already see all the dents in the car that we didn't even know were there. You look across the panels and it just highlights it being one color. So we got a lot of work to do still, but you know, it's milestones. Here we are.
That's right.
And we're excited.
So many of y'all wanted to see us do a good paint job on this car, and we wanted to do one. We intend to have this car be the nicest one we have. And the fact that we get to put all this effort into making this car what we want it to be is such a gift. Like, we are going to value and cherish this car and all of the skills that we learn through the restoration process, and we are so thankful to have y'all here supporting and encouraging and leaving us messages and comments. We read most everything, so we learn so much from the comment section, as we've outlined. There's so many people that have great tips and tricks. So if y'all are doing a job like this, read down in the comments. I bet you'll learn some stuff too. So we're just so thankful. I always say that, but that's how we feel. You guys show so much love and support, and if you're in the mood to buy some merch, that really helps us. So Adrian can toss a QR code up on the screen. If you hold your phone up to it with your camera open, the QR code is this fun little thing that creates a link, and you can just tap it. And if you're watching on your iPhone, you can screenshot it, and in your photos, that QR code becomes clickable. So it's pretty nifty, and we would really appreciate y'all going to grab a shirt or a hoodie or a keychain or a hat. There's lots of cool stuff, and you can represent Flying Sparks Garage with pride, because we love y'all so much and we're so grateful. So we're excited for the next process of this car build, and we will see y'all on the next upload. Thanks so much.